Here we have honors algebra 2 math question. Okay, let's go with the question. A company will provide a tour bus for a fare of $60 per person if 20 or fewer people take tour. For each passenger in excess of 20, the fare is reduced by $2 per person. Let X be the number of people above 20 who take tour. So we have to answer two questions. One is express the company's revenue as a function of X. The second question is what is the greatest revenue that the company can receive? Okay, so from the first information, we have fare per person is $60. If the total number of people who take tour is 20 or fewer, that is less than 20. In case if there is one person about 20, then the fare will be, the actual fare $60 will be reduced by $2. That is, it will become $58. Okay, so let me assume, so for first thing is to write the company's revenue as a function of X. Let me assume Y as a revenue, company's revenue. Okay, so to get the revenue of the function, what I need to do is I have to multiply the number of people who take tour by fare per person. Okay, the question says X is the number of people above 20 who take tour. So from this information, the number of people who take tour is going to be 20 positive X, because it says X is the number of people above 20. So 20 plus X stands for the total number of people who take tour. So it has to be multiplied by the fare per person. Fare per person, actual fare is $60. So actual fare per person is $60 if the total number of people is 20 or fewer. But according to the information, we have more than 20 people. I mean, there are X number of people about 20. So for one per person, the actual fare will be reduced by $2. That is 2 times 1. Here 1 represents the number of persons, about 20. In case, what if there are 2 people about 20? So 2 times 2, 4. $4 will be reduced from the actual fare. Then the fare will become $56. If there are 3 people, means we have to write 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. Because for each person, $2 is reduced. If there are 3 people, means 2 times 3 is $6 will be reduced from the actual fare. Okay, how many people do we have about 20? So according to the information, we have X number of people about 20. So at the place over here, we have to write X. Okay, what if X equals to 0? If X equals to 0, then the number of people who take tour will be 20, and 2 times 0 will be 0, then we'll have actual fare over here. If X is equal to 1, the number of people who take tour will be 21, and the fare per person will be $58, because 2 times 1 is 2. When 2 is subtracted from 60, it will become $58. So this expression gives a company's revenue. So now we have expressed the company's revenue as a function of X. Anyways, let's multiply this. 20 times 60, that is 2 times 6 is 12, and we have 1 0 here, 1 0 here. So 1200. 20 times negative 2x will be negative 40x. Positive x times 60 will be positive 60x. And positive times negative will become negative. X times 2x will be 2x square. Okay, y equals to, we can write the term with largest exponent at first, negative 2x square. And then we can write the next smaller exponent. So that is x. When I combine these two terms, because both the terms contain x, negative 40x, positive 60x, it will become positive 20x. At last, we have to write the constant term. So positive 1200. So this is how we have to write an algebraic expression. This is a standard form of writing an algebraic expression. The descending order of the degree. It is in the descending order of the exponent of the variable. So 2, 1, and for constant term, the exponent of the variable is 0. Okay, now this is a quadratic function. So which is in the form of y equals to ax square positive bx positive c. Okay, so whenever we have a quadratic function defined by y in terms of x, then the graph of this kind of quadratic function will be a parabola. So the parabola may open up or down, because here it is defined by y in terms of x. So the graph, a parabola for this function may open up or down. If a is greater than 0, the parabola opens up. If a is less than 0, there is a negative, then the parabola opens down. Okay, let's compare these two and let's get the values of a, b, and c over here. So when I compare this one and this one, a is the coefficient of x square. In our quadratic function, the value, the coefficient of x square is negative 2. So we get a equals to negative 2. and b is the coefficient of x for, so in our quadratic function the value of the coefficient of x is 20, so b equals to 20, and for c we have 1200. Okay, here the value of a in our quadratic function is negative, that is negative 2, which is less than 0. So the graph of this quadratic function must open down, that is it has to open down. Okay, whenever a parabola opens down, so we'll have only maximum value for this y, so that maximum value of y will occur at the y coordinate of the vertex. So let's assume x comma y as the vertex of this parabola. So the maximum value of this y will occur at the vertex, because this is a maximum value. This is a maximum point we have on the parabola. So if you consider any other point at where the value of y will be less than the value we have at the vertex. So at the vertex, we have to find the y coordinate of the vertex that gives the maximum value of y. Actually, we have assumed y as the company's revenue. So at the same time, according to the second question, we have to find the greatest revenue. Greatest revenue means we have to find the maximum revenue. To find the maximum revenue, we have to get the maximum value, so which is the y coordinate of the vertex. So to get the y coordinate of the vertex, first we have to be knowing the x coordinate of the vertex. There is a formula to find the x coordinate of the vertex, that is x equals to negative b over 2a. So this negative sign comes in the formula itself. Okay, x equals to negative. So the value of b in our problem is 20 over 2 times the value of a is negative 2. So I get x equals to negative 20 over negative 4. This negative will cancel out. 4 goes into 4 one times, 4 goes into 20 5 times. So I get x equals to 5. That is the x coordinate at the vertex is 5. Okay, now to get the y coordinate at the vertex, I have to plug in x is equal to 5 into this quadratic function. Okay, so let me plug in x is equal to 5 into the function over here. So into the quadratic function over here. So I get y equals to negative 20 times 5 square, positive 20 times 5, positive 1200. Okay, y equals to negative 2 times 5 square is going to be 25, positive 20 times 5 will be 100, positive 1200. So y equals to negative 2 times 25 will be negative 50, and both these values are positive values, so we can combine them. So I'm getting a positive 1300. So when I combine negative 50 and positive 1300, I'm getting positive 1250. So the y coordinate at the vertex is 1250. So this is a maximum value. So always, so whenever the parabola opens down, the y coordinate at the vertex is the maximum value of y. So y is the revenue in our problem. So the greatest revenue that the company can receive is $1,250, and this is a function which expresses a company's revenue. So we have express company's revenue as a function of x. This is the answer for part A, and $1,250 is the greatest revenue that the company can receive. So that's the answer for part B.